What's up everyone, it's a Creeper from out of nowhere, and today I am going to show you guys my alpha base. Now I'm going to start from this side over here because it is probably best I start over on this side since this is where there's a certain build that's particularly far away from the base. That right there is specifically the lighthouse, and the lighthouse, it's kind of a pretty bland build. It's nothing special, it's literally just a lighthouse. And well, yeah, that's all there is to it. I do have one thing I want to show inside of it, and that is a spiral staircase, which I spent a fair amount of time trying to figure out how to build, because you can only place slabs on the bottom half in this version, and only then can you place it on the top half. As seen, it's a pretty standard spiral staircase. There's literally nothing special about it, but what you do get when you reach the top of here is a pretty good view of the base. Now anyways, let's jump on down. I almost died there, so that wouldn't have been good. And let's just hijack this boat that for some reason was here and move on over to the dock. Now this dock here, it's once again, as per usual, nothing special, but it was inspired by my hometown because it has a pretty nice boardwalk in it. Oh man. Which means this technically isn't a dock, it's actually just a boardwalk. But here's an area where you can eat and socialize. Here's an area where you can pick up antiques and stuff, called Another Man's Treasure. In reality, it's just some leftover tools. I barely use this place. And then, over here, this is the Sunshine Cafe, where you're just here to drink, like, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be water, because that's all that exists in this version so far. And then, if you go over here, there's a little area where you can eat your food right from Porgy's Pork Chops. Which, if you go in the back here, you can see that it's actually completely just wool, and there's no door either. I'm gonna have to fix that. But right next to it, there's also an area to just socialize and eat. Now, if we go over here, this is the Colosseum. Not the one in Italy. I just decided to make one here, and you can have your imaginary fights here since this world is not multiplayer. You can also be in the stands and pretend you're watching people fight even though there's nothing there. Here is a little garden, and then if we go over here, there's a little bit of a market area around the fountain. There is a sugarcane farm right here, which you can walk through if you so wish. And then, I know I said and then a lot. Here is the main base area. There's nothing really special about this, it's kind of just meant to be a little bit modular. Here's where I was testing some new block choices. I actually kind of like those block choices, I might use them in a later build. And now let's go over to the back side of the base. This whole cliff here has yet to have grass growing over it, but I did terraform all of it. Like, this used to be completely flat, and I just chose to raise the land. And it's done a lot at making the base feel bigger than it is. Now this area back here, this is a little bit of a theme park. And by theme park, I mean it's 2 rides, and that's it, and then some carnival attractions. Over here, you have the roller coaster, which, if we just put the minecart down, oh, there's already a minecart on the tracks, surely that's not an issue, right? Surely not. No! That may be an issue. Come on, we gotta get on this thing. So we go up here, fall off the ladder, of course, and just way we go up and around, then under, and we've already reached the end. Minecart boosters aren't even in this version, so I really couldn't make this that much longer if I wanted to. Maybe a little bit longer since you do get some momentum going down here and then it just abruptly ends. But I'm not willing to do that kind of stuff. Here is the final build of the day. which is just a Ferris wheel. There is one gondola that is yet to be upgraded to accommodate for this version, since they used to be sand and wool. I am honestly pretty proud of this build. It has a lot of detail. And when you're on it, you can overlook this giant tree farm. You can see it ends all the way over there. And yeah, that's pretty much what this base is so far. I'll probably have an update video in probably a few months. But until then, I'll be seeing you later.